Welcome to Real English Fluency. Before we begin, I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for choosing to spend your valuable time learning English with me today. Whether this is your first video on this channel or you have been learning with me for a long time, I truly appreciate your support. Many English learners understand English, but when they speak, they keep using the same simple words again and again. You know your vocabulary should be better, but you don't know which words to learn or how to use them naturally. Don't worry, because today's lesson will change that. Together, we will learn 100 advanced English vocabulary for daily life, with simple meanings and easy examples that you can start using immediately. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a richer vocabulary and much more confidence in everyday English. Lesson 1. Start building better vocabulary. Today is the perfect day to make your English stronger. Many English learners understand basic English, but when they speak, they often use the same simple words again and again. The reason is not grammar. The real reason is vocabulary. The more useful words you know, the more naturally you can express yourself. Don't try to memorize everything at once. Just focus on one word, understand its meaning, listen to its example, and then try to use it in your own sentence. If you practice a little every day, these words will become part of your daily English without feeling difficult. Let's begin with 10 useful advanced words that native speakers use in everyday life. Appreciate means to be thankful for someone or something. For example, I really appreciate your help. This word sounds warmer and more polite than simply saying thank you. It is a wonderful word to use in daily conversations. Accurate means correct and without mistakes. For example, her answer was accurate. You can use this word whenever information, facts, or numbers are completely correct. Benefit means an advantage or something that is helpful. For example, reading every day has many benefits. This word is common in conversations about health, education, and personal growth. Confident means feeling sure about yourself and your abilities. For example, she felt confident before her interview. Confidence grows every time you practice your English. Convenient means easy and suitable for your needs. For example, online shopping is very convenient. Whenever something saves time or makes life easier, this is the perfect word to use. Curious means wanting to know or learn something. For example, the children were curious about the stars. Curiosity is one of the best qualities for every English learner because it keeps you learning new things. Essential means extremely important or necessary. For example, regular practice is essential for success. Some things are helpful, but essential things cannot be ignored. Flexible means able to change easily when needed. For example, she has a flexible work schedule. A flexible person can adjust to different situations without much difficulty. Reliable means someone or something you can trust. For example, he is a reliable friend who always keeps his promises. People respect reliable individuals because they know they can depend on them. Remarkable means unusual, impressive, or worthy of attention. For example, she made remarkable progress in English. Imagine learning a few useful words every day. After a few months, your improvement will also be remarkable. That is how language learning works. Small steps create big results. Keep reading these words. Repeat them aloud, and try using them in your own conversations. Do not worry if you forget a few words at first. Review them regularly, and they will become easier to remember. You have made an excellent start today, and this is only the beginning. You will discover another group of useful advanced words that will help you replace simple English with richer and more natural vocabulary. Lesson 2. Replace simple words today. You have already taken the first step toward building a stronger vocabulary. Now it is time to move one step further. Many English learners know words like good, nice, happy, and smart, but they keep using them in every conversation. Learning advanced vocabulary does not mean using difficult English. It simply means choosing better words that express your ideas more clearly. Every new word you learn gives you another way to speak naturally and confidently. As always, don't rush. Listen carefully, understand the meaning, repeat the word aloud, and think of a simple sentence from your own life. This habit will help you remember new vocabulary for a long time. Admire means to respect someone because of their qualities or achievements. For example, I admire my grandfather because he is honest and kind. This word is stronger than simply saying you like someone. Brilliant means extremely clever or excellent. For example, she came up with a brilliant idea. You can use this word to describe people, ideas, or achievements that are truly impressive. Competent means having the necessary skills or ability to do something well. For example, he is a competent teacher with many years of experience. This word describes someone who performs their work successfully. Delightful means very pleasant and enjoyable. For example, we had a delightful evening with our family. Instead of saying something was very nice, you can use delightful to sound more natural. Efficient means working well without wasting time or effort. For example, she is an efficient worker who always finishes her tasks on time. This word is common in schools, offices, and everyday conversations. Generous means willing to give or share with others. For example, our neighbor is generous and always helps people in need. It is a positive word that describes kind and caring people. Honest means always telling the truth. For example, everyone trusts her because she is honest. Honesty is an important quality in both personal and professional life. Independent means able to do things without depending on other people. For example, she became independent after starting her first job. This word is often used to describe confident and responsible people. Patient means able to stay calm while waiting or dealing with difficulties. For example, please be patient while I explain the answer. Learning English also requires patience because improvement happens step by step. Valuable means very useful or important. For example, this book gives valuable advice for English learners. Remember that every new word you learn is valuable because it helps you communicate more clearly. Try using today's vocabulary in your own sentences instead of only reading the examples. Speaking and writing new words will help you remember them much faster. Don't worry about making mistakes because mistakes are part of learning. The important thing is to keep practicing. Your vocabulary is already becoming richer than before, and with every lesson, you are moving closer to speaking English with confidence. You will continue adding more useful words that will help you express your thoughts more clearly in everyday conversations. Lesson 3. Express yourself more clearly. By now, you have already learned 20 useful advanced words, and that is a great achievement. Most people want to improve their English quickly, but they forget that fluency is built one word at a time. Every word you learn becomes another tool that helps you explain your ideas more naturally. Instead of searching for simple words again and again, you will begin to choose better vocabulary without even thinking about it. That is the real goal of this journey. Keep practicing every day, even if it is only for a few minutes. Small daily practice is always more powerful than studying for many hours only once a week. Now, let's continue adding 10 more useful words to your vocabulary. Achieve means to successfully reach a goal after working hard. For example, she achieved her dream of becoming a doctor. Whenever you reach an important goal, you can use this word. Suitable means right or appropriate for a particular purpose or situation. For example, these shoes are suitable for long walks. This is a useful word when you want to describe something that fits a particular need. Comfortable means feeling relaxed and free from pain or worry. For example, this chair is very comfortable. You can also say, I feel comfortable speaking English with my classmates. Trustworthy means deserving trust because someone is honest and dependable. For example, she is a trustworthy friend who always keeps her promises. People enjoy spending time with someone they can trust. Encourage means to give someone confidence or support. For example, my parents always encourage me to keep learning English. Encouragement gives people the confidence to continue trying. Familiar means well-known or easy to recognize. For example, his face looks familiar. As you continue studying, many English words will become familiar to you. Improve means to become better or make something better. For example, reading every day will improve your vocabulary. Every lesson you complete helps you improve your English little by little. Observe means to watch something carefully and pay attention to it. For example, observe how native speakers pronounce these words. Careful observation is a simple way to learn naturally. Positive means hopeful, confident, or having a good attitude. For example, she always has a positive attitude toward learning. A positive mindset makes difficult things feel much easier. Prudent means careful and wise when making decisions. For example, it was a prudent decision to save money for the future. A prudent person thinks carefully before acting, and that is a valuable habit in everyday life. You have now completed another important step in building a stronger vocabulary. Notice how these words help you describe people, situations, and ideas more clearly than simple English does. Don't try to remember everything immediately. Instead, review these words later today. Read the examples again, and create 1 or 2 sentences of your own. The more you use a word, the more naturally it becomes part of your English. Keep going because every lesson is making your vocabulary richer, your confidence stronger, and your communication more natural. You will discover 10 more advanced words that you can use in everyday conversations without sounding complicated. Lesson 4. Speak with more confidence. Every lesson you complete is making your English stronger than before. You may not notice a big difference after learning only a few words, but if you keep practicing every day, the results will surprise you. Think about it for a moment. A few lessons ago, many of these words were new to you. Now you already understand them and can recognize them in conversations and books. That is how vocabulary grows. It grows little by little until one day you realize that speaking English has become much easier. Keep believing in yourself, because every new word is another step toward becoming a confident English speaker. Now, let's continue with 10 more useful words that you can use in everyday life. Conscious means aware of what is happening around you or understanding something clearly. For example, she is conscious of the importance of good health. This word is often used when talking about knowledge, responsibility, or careful thinking. Calm means peaceful and not nervous or angry. For example, he stayed calm during the interview. Remaining calm helps you think clearly and speak with confidence. Creative means having the ability to produce new and original ideas. For example, she is a creative writer with many interesting ideas. Creative people enjoy finding new ways to solve problems. Determine means to discover or decide something after careful thought. For example, the teacher will determine the final results tomorrow. This word is useful when talking about decisions or conclusions. Excellent means extremely good. For example, you did an excellent job on your project. Instead of saying very good, you can use excellent to sound more natural. Fortunate means lucky or having good fortune. For example, we were fortunate to find our lost bag. This is a more advanced and expressive way to say lucky. Grateful means feeling thankful for someone's kindness or help. For example, I am grateful for your support. Native speakers often use this word to express sincere thanks. Hesitate means to pause because you are unsure or nervous. For example, don't hesitate to ask questions in class. Asking questions is one of the fastest ways to learn. Motivate means to encourage someone to take action. For example, her success motivates me to work harder. Motivation helps us stay focused on our goals even when learning becomes difficult. Outstanding means extremely impressive and much better than usual. For example, she gave an outstanding presentation. This word is perfect for describing excellent work, achievements, or performances. You have now added another 10 powerful words to your vocabulary. That means you already know 40 advanced words that can make your English sound clearer and more natural. Keep reviewing the words from the previous lessons because repetition is the secret to remembering vocabulary for a long time. Read them aloud, use them in your own sentences, and try to notice them whenever you watch English videos or read English books. Every small effort brings you closer to your goal. You will continue learning more advanced vocabulary that will help you express yourself with even greater confidence in daily conversations. Lesson 5. Choose words more wisely. Your vocabulary is becoming stronger with every lesson, and that means you are giving yourself more ways to communicate in English. Many learners think that fluent speakers know thousands of difficult words, but that is not true. Fluent speakers simply know the right words and use them naturally. That is exactly what you're learning in this course. Every new word is another opportunity to replace a basic expression with something richer and more meaningful. Keep practicing patiently, and remember that even if you learn only a few words each day, you are still moving forward. Progress is not about speed, it is about consistency. Now, let's continue with 10 more advanced words that you can use in daily life. Adapt means to change so that you can fit a new situation or environment. For example, she adapted quickly to her new school. Learning English becomes easier when you adapt to using new vocabulary every day. Ambitious means having a strong desire to achieve success. For example, he is an ambitious student who never stops learning. Ambitious people work hard to reach their goals. Compassionate means kind and caring toward other people. For example, the nurse was compassionate with every patient. This word describes someone who understands and cares about the feelings of others. Contribute means to give something that helps a person, a group, or a project. For example, everyone contributed useful ideas during the meeting. Even small efforts can contribute to great success. Determined means not willing to give up until you reach your goal. For example, she was determined to improve her English. Determined people continue working even when something is difficult. Extraordinary means very unusual because it is much better than normal. For example, she has an extraordinary talent for music. This word is stronger than saying something is simply excellent. Genuine means real, honest, and sincere. For example, he gave me a genuine smile. People appreciate someone who is genuine because they are honest and trustworthy. Influence means the power to affect someone's thoughts, actions, or decisions. For example, good teachers have a positive influence on their students. The people around you can influence the way you think and learn. Maintain means to keep something in good condition or continue doing it. For example, it is important to maintain a healthy lifestyle. You should also maintain your English by practicing a little every day. Significant means very important or having a big effect. For example, she made significant progress in just 3 months. Every lesson you complete makes a significant difference to your vocabulary and confidence. You have now learned another valuable group of advanced English words. Instead of trying to memorize all of them immediately, choose 2 or 3 words today and use them in your own sentences. Then tomorrow, review them again before learning something new. This simple habit will help the words stay in your memory for a long time. Remember, strong vocabulary is built through regular practice, not through rushing. Keep moving forward because your English is becoming more natural with every lesson. You will discover 10 more useful words that will make your conversations clearer, smoother, and more impressive. Lesson 6. Make English more natural. As your vocabulary continues to grow, you will begin to notice something interesting. You will spend less time searching for words and more time expressing your ideas. That is one of the biggest benefits of learning vocabulary step by step. Every new word gives you another choice while speaking. Instead of repeating the same simple expressions, you can describe people, situations, and experiences in a more natural way. Don't worry if you cannot remember every word immediately. Even native speakers learn new words throughout their lives. The important thing is to keep practicing, keep reviewing, and keep believing that every lesson is bringing you closer to your goal. Now, let's learn 10 more useful words that you will hear and use in everyday English. Precise means exact and very accurate. For example, please give me precise directions to your house. This word is useful whenever you want to describe something that is exact and clear. Approach means a way of doing something or dealing with a situation. For example, her approach to learning English is very effective. Everyone has a different approach, but regular practice always brings good results. Productive means using your time in a useful and effective way. For example, I had a productive morning and finished all my work. Being productive helps you achieve more every day. Adaptable means able to change easily in new situations. For example, she is adaptable and quickly learns new skills. This quality helps people succeed in both work and daily life. Humble means not proud and willing to respect others. For example, he remained humble even after becoming successful. Humble people are often admired because they never stop learning. Practical means useful and suitable for real-life situations. For example, this book gives practical advice for beginners. Practical knowledge is often more valuable than memorizing facts. Resourceful means good at finding smart ways to solve problems. For example, she is resourceful and always finds a solution. This is an excellent word for describing someone who thinks creatively. Versatile means able to do many different things well. For example, he is a versatile musician who plays several instruments. A versatile person has many useful skills. Worthwhile means valuable enough to deserve your time or effort. For example, learning English is worthwhile. Every minute you spend practicing today will help you communicate better in the future. Self-assured means confident because you believe in your own abilities. For example, she looked self-assured during her presentation. When you continue practicing English every day, you will naturally become more self-assured while speaking. You have now completed another important step in your vocabulary journey. The words you learn today are not only advanced but also practical, which means you can use them in real conversations, at school, at work, or in everyday life. Make it a habit to review old words before learning new ones because revision is the secret to long-term memory. Every lesson is adding another layer to your English, making your speech richer and more natural. Keep your curiosity alive, continue practicing every day, and never be afraid of making mistakes. You will learn another group of advanced words that will help you speak with greater clarity and confidence in every conversation. Lesson 7. Improve everyday conversations. You have come a long way, and your vocabulary is becoming richer with every lesson. At this stage, you should start noticing new words when you watch English videos, read articles, or listen to conversations. That is a good sign because your mind is becoming familiar with better English. Remember, learning vocabulary is not just about knowing meanings. It is about knowing when and how to use each word naturally. So, whenever you learn a new word, try using it while speaking or writing. Even one sentence is enough. Little by little, these words will become part of your daily English, and speaking will feel much easier than before. Let's continue with another 10 useful words. Conscious means fully aware of something or paying careful attention to it. For example, she is conscious of the importance of eating healthy food. This word is often used when talking about awareness and responsibility. Brief means short in time or length. For example, the manager gave a brief speech before the meeting. It is a useful word when something does not last very long. Complex means having many parts or being difficult to understand. For example, this problem looks complex, but we can solve it together. Many situations become easier when we understand them step by step. Concentrate means to give your full attention to something. For example, Please concentrate on your homework. Good concentration helps you learn new vocabulary faster. Effective means producing the result that you want. For example, daily reading is an effective way to improve English. If something works well, it is effective. Gradual means happening slowly over a period of time. For example, her speaking skills improved through gradual practice. Language learning is always a gradual journey. Charitable means kind and willing to help people by giving money, time, or support. For example, the company is charitable and supports many local schools. This word describes people or organizations that enjoy helping others. Respectful means showing respect and good manners toward other people. For example, the students were respectful to their teacher. Respectful behavior creates good relationships everywhere. Self-reliant means able to take care of yourself without depending on others. For example, she became self-reliant after moving to another city. This is a valuable quality in both personal and professional life. Unique means being the only one of its kind or very different from others. For example, every person has unique talents. We all have something unique that makes us special. Another group of useful vocabulary is now part of your learning journey. Don't worry if a few words still feel new because every expert was once a beginner. The important thing is to keep using these words again and again until they become natural. Read the examples aloud, create your own sentences, and listen for these words whenever you hear English around you. Every small effort is helping you become a more confident speaker. You will continue expanding your vocabulary with another set of advanced words that are useful in everyday conversations and easy to understand. Lesson 8. Sound smarter every day. By now, you have built a strong collection of advanced English words, and that is something to feel proud of. Every lesson has given you new ways to express yourself, and you are slowly leaving simple vocabulary behind. This is exactly how fluent speakers grow. They do not learn hundreds of words in one day. They learn a few useful words, practice them regularly, and then use them naturally in conversations. You can do the same. Keep reviewing the words from the previous lessons because every revision makes your memory stronger. Now let's continue with another 10 useful words that will help you sound more natural and confident in everyday English. Cautious means careful to avoid danger or mistakes. For example, be cautious while driving in heavy rain. A cautious person always thinks before taking action. Competent means having the necessary skills to do something well. For example, she is a competent manager who solves problems quickly. This word is often used to describe skilled and capable people. Enthusiastic means showing great excitement and interest. For example, the students were enthusiastic about the science project. Enthusiastic people enjoy learning and trying new things. Frequent means happening often. For example, frequent practice will improve your pronunciation. The more frequently you practice, the faster your English improves. Honorable means deserving respect because of honesty and good character. For example, he is an honorable person who always keeps his promises. This word is often used to describe someone with strong values. Examine means to look at something carefully in order to understand it. For example, the doctor examined the patient carefully. You should also examine your mistakes because they help you learn. Sincere means honest and genuine in your feelings or actions. For example, she gave a sincere apology. People appreciate sincere words because they come from the heart. Consistent means continuing to do something regularly without changing. For example, consistent practice leads to better English. Even 20 minutes every day can make a big difference. Tolerant means willing to accept differences or patiently deal with difficult situations. For example, good teachers are tolerant and understanding. Being tolerant also helps you stay calm while learning. Insightful means showing a deep understanding of people or situations. For example, she gave an insightful answer during the discussion. An insightful person notices things that others may not see. You have now completed another important part of your vocabulary journey. These words are useful in everyday conversations, at work, in school, and even while reading books or watching English videos. Keep using them whenever you have the chance because vocabulary becomes stronger through practice, not memorization alone. Every lesson is making your English clearer, richer, and more natural. Stay committed to your learning and keep moving forward with confidence. You will learn another group of advanced words that will help you communicate more effectively in real-life situations. Lesson 9. Use vocabulary like experts. Take a moment to think about your journey so far. A few lessons ago, many of these words were completely new, but now they are becoming part of your vocabulary. This is the reward of learning a little every day. You do not have to know every English word in the dictionary to become a confident speaker. You only need useful words that fit real conversations. That is exactly what you are learning in this course. Keep reviewing the previous lessons. Speak the words aloud and create your own examples whenever possible. The more you use a word, the easier it becomes to remember. Now, let's continue with another group of advanced vocabulary that you can use in daily life. Accomplish means to successfully complete something after effort. For example, she accomplished all her goals this year. Every small success helps you accomplish something bigger in the future. Beneficial means helpful or producing good results. For example, drinking enough water is beneficial for your health. This word is useful when talking about healthy habits or good decisions. Committed means fully devoted to a goal or responsibility. For example, he is committed to improving his English every day. Committed people continue working even when progress feels slow. Cooperative means willing to work well with other people. For example, the students were cooperative during the group activity. This is an excellent word for describing teamwork and good behavior. Dedicated means working hard with complete effort and loyalty. For example, she is a dedicated nurse who cares deeply about her patients. Dedicated people always give their best. Influential means having the power to affect other people's decisions or opinions. For example, she is an influential leader in her community. People with positive influence can inspire others to grow. Professional means showing skill, responsibility, and good behavior at work. For example, the staff were friendly and professional. This word is commonly used in workplaces and business conversations. Resilient means able to recover quickly after difficulties. For example, she remained resilient after facing many challenges. Being resilient helps you continue learning even after making mistakes. Thoughtful means showing care and consideration for other people. For example, it was thoughtful of you to help your neighbor. Thoughtful actions often make a big difference. Versatile means able to do many different things well. For example, he is a versatile athlete who plays several sports. A versatile person can easily adapt to different tasks and situations. You have now learned 90 advanced English words, and that is an impressive achievement. More importantly, you have learned words that you can actually use in real life. Keep practicing them in your conversations, your writing, and even your daily thoughts. Do not worry if you forget a few words, because regular revision will bring them back to your memory. Stay patient, stay consistent, and keep believing in yourself. In the final lesson, you will complete your journey with the last 10 advanced vocabulary words that will help you master everyday English with greater confidence. Lesson 10. Master Daily English Vocabulary. You have reached the final lesson, and you should feel proud of yourself. Learning 100 advanced English words is not a small achievement. More importantly, you did not just memorize words. You learned their meanings, understood how they are used, and saw them in simple, everyday examples. That is the best way to build a strong vocabulary. Remember, this is not the end of your English journey. It is the beginning of using better English every single day. Keep reviewing these lessons from time to time because every revision makes your vocabulary stronger. The goal is simple. Understand the word, say it aloud, use it in a sentence, and then make it part of your daily conversations. Now, let's complete our journey with the final 10 advanced English words. Authentic means real, genuine, and not fake. For example, the restaurant serves authentic Italian food. You can also use this word to describe honest people or original ideas. Convince means to make someone believe or agree with you. For example, she convinced her parents to let her study abroad. Good communication often helps you convince others. Diligent means hardworking and careful in your work. For example, he is a diligent student who never misses his homework. Diligent people continue working until they achieve their goals. Elegant means graceful, stylish, and attractive. For example, she wore an elegant black dress to the wedding. This word is often used to describe clothing, design, or behavior. Logical means based on clear thinking and good reasoning. For example, his explanation was logical and easy to understand. Logical thinking helps you solve problems more effectively. Optimistic means expecting good things to happen in the future. For example, she is optimistic about her exam results. An optimistic attitude makes learning more enjoyable. Persistent means continuing to work toward a goal without giving up. For example, he remained persistent until he became fluent in English. Persistence is one of the biggest secrets to success. Recognize means to know or identify someone or something because you have seen it before. For example, I recognized my teacher in the shopping mall. As your vocabulary grows, you will recognize many more English words. Sophisticated means advanced, refined, or highly developed. For example, the company uses sophisticated technology. This word is useful when describing modern ideas, systems, or designs. Transform means to completely change something into something better or different. For example, reading every day can transform your English. Small daily improvements can transform your confidence and your ability to communicate. Congratulations! You have successfully completed all 100 advanced English vocabulary words for daily life. That is an amazing milestone, and you should celebrate your progress. Now the most important step begins. Go back and review these lessons regularly. Speak the words aloud, create your own examples, and use them whenever you have the opportunity. Vocabulary becomes powerful only when you use it in real life. Keep learning, keep practicing, and never stop believing in yourself. Every new word you learn opens another door to better communication, greater confidence, and brighter opportunities. You are no longer using only basic English. You are building the vocabulary of a confident English speaker, and this is just the beginning of an even more exciting journey. Congratulations on completing all 100 advanced English vocabulary words. I hope this lesson has helped you build a stronger and more confident vocabulary. Now I have a small challenge for you. Choose 3 new words from today's lesson and write your own sentences in the comments below. I read your comments and I'd love to see how you're using these new words. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Real English Fluency, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future English lessons. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who are also learning English. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning, keep practicing, and remember, every new word you learn brings you one step closer to speaking English with confidence. I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, take care and happy learning.